It's Dark Heresy!
Like, and scene.
Alright, all you guys make it back to the Liberty State. You're all feeling pretty good about yourselves. I mean, you didn't really do much, but, you know, it's okay. It's okay. So what do you guys want to do?
Every day?
Yeah, pretty much.
What time is it?
I want to read my note.
It's about 2.
It's about 2.
About, it's a little after 2.
Alright, good.
I want to read the letter.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you have a literacy?
I do.
I have literacy.
Alright, roll for your intelligence.
Literacy?
You actually gonna make me roll so I can read a note?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you fail...
The GM can do that if it's poor penmanship, or if it's written archaically, or if it's written in code.
Well, fuck you.
That's an appropriate response with that roll.
You can't read it.
The note looks blank to you.
It's an acne disappearing ink.
The note just says, "My dearest Neelis, while I am gone, I will miss your sweet, sweet ass." No, anyways. I just wanted to piss you off. Yeah, should we go up to your room?
The rest of the game like this?
Thrall decides that he wants to go and get some scones, so he goes and gets some scones. Tybalt decides that he wants to go and talk to Canicus because the GM said so, so he's going to do that.
Without a better Lehman.
And Neelis, you make your way up to your bedroom. And as you enter, you notice that it smells a bit more feminine than normal. Good.
He doesn't recognize this scent.
Can I make an awareness check?
Go for it.
Okay. I don't really know. So I nailed it.
There's nothing there.
Yes. That's my favorite kind of
There's a
check.
small bloody patch on his bed, though.
Oh, God. There's a small bloody piece of cotton on your bed. Anyways.
Otherwise known as feminine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways, you find the very nice handwritten note lying upon your bedsheet. You pull it up and remove the exquisite envelope.
Exquisite is my word.
And extraordinary paper within it. Marveling at the glorious penmanship used to scroll down the most important words you've probably ever seen in your entire life. Farm boy. Bernadin was tainted by chaos. I have gone to seek higher help. Do not move on anyone until I return. Post scriptus. Keep Thrall safe.
Ooh.
Signed sincerely, your Lord and Master, Mercutio.
What a sweetheart. Alright, well, that changes things.
This changes nothing.
Can I Vox Natalia? Yes, I'm opening a line in Natalia.
Okay.
So,
God, that went so well last time.
yep. Natalia, this is Nihilus. I just
Tibble's
read...
fat. Just wanted to open with that. On to business, though.
I just read Mercutio's note. Do you know when he'll be back?
He left for Barraspine this morning. It could be anywhere from a day or two to weeks. I have no idea. He wouldn't tell me. He's quite cross with me.
Why would he be cross with you? I thought you two were a team.
I decided to stay.
Ah. What made you want to stay?
It just seemed more, important that someone be here.
any particular reason? Or just precautionary?
Just to keep an eye and make sure you guys all stay safe, you know?
Yeah. I just care about you guys so much. No, that didn't work.
You good? You know we're in the middle of role playing right now, right? Like you can eat later.
I feel like you should grab your snacks before we start, and then when we say, hey, 5-minute break, that's when you should break them out. Good.
No, because it's not as entertaining for Barrett.
Or one viewer.
Okay, well, if you could notify me on his return, I would much like to get in contact with him.
I will. I'll notify him as soon as he gets back. Or I'll notify you of his return as soon as he gets back.
Okay,
On the ground floor for this?
what?
Nothing?
You can't just fucking interrupt me like that and then say nothing. It is not fucking nothing. There was some shit there. I heard it. I know I did.
If you're talking to me, I don't know what's going on, so...
God damn it,
The
Zach.
episode in which Neil is
Loses his shit. You really should have had that bond for me.
Is there anything else you want to do before you start
That was a
fucking
muffin.
eating again?
I thought you were eating an orange.
No, because I'm just gonna get interrupted again.
Alright,
I am done. Hang up.
awesome. Froll, is there anything that you want to do while you're going to wolf down your scones?
No, I'm just gonna like ravenously consume them.
Good. I guess that leaves us to Jibsy.
Tipsy!
You can either go to, well, you can do whatever you want. I'm actually directing you to a person.
I feel like it would be a dick move if I went up to Lehman with this question immediately, so I'm gonna go ask Canicus if he knows, so I don't have to do that.
Okay,
So, I'm gonna go look for Canicus.
awesome.
GM, have I found Canicus?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's in a study, as he almost always is.
Almost always.
Probably.
But I still need to be told.
Alright, yes, you approach Canicus in his study, or you approach his study and you hear Canicus within working on some papers or some such nonsense.
I know.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Tybalt, sir.
Ah, Tybalt. How are you?
I'm doing well. May I come in?
Yes, of course. Just give me one moment to finish up this paperwork. And he masturbates for like 15 seconds. What can I do for you, my boy?
Pardon me if this seems rude.
Me next?
Anyways, pardon me if this seems rude for asking, but did any of the higher-ups on your security force perhaps, I suppose, not make it back after the last riot?
Yes, we had a few fatalities.
By any chance, anyone who might have owned a Voxcaster?
Well, yes, all of the, officers in my personal security force have Voxcasters.
Are there any that are not being used that I might borrow from you for a few days?
We should be able to find one. He calls a servant in to, go and look for one for you. He'll find one and bring it to your room if we have any available.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
No problem. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, that ought to do it for today.
All right. Oh, I heard that there was some sort of commotion going on Vero. Do Do you know what happened over there?
There's not much information as of yet, and I don't know what is open to be disclosed to the public, but you've been kind to me over the last few weeks, so I'll inform you first. Burnham is, Colton Burnham has been murdered.
Really? Oh, that's most troubling.
So, I know this is probably just another thing on the list of things that's happened recently that might make this a more obvious statement, but you should really beef up your security and be on the watch.
Yes,
It
I
would be
will.
a shame if anything happened to you.
I will have to do that.
So, just be careful.
You too. You too, young tech priest.
Thank you. I'll be off.
All right. The Emperor protects. He waves you off.
Hail Hydra.
Good. All right. Good.
Oh, yeah.
So, now you guys are all back together again. Sitting
Yeah.
down with Frawl, eating his scones.
Should we have PR our friend at the Volcanus estate a visit?
Well, before we do that, I'm going to find the finest parchment paper money can buy.
Back to his study.
That's alright. Probably should have. Sorry, Canicus. I left prematurely.
Yes, what can I do for you?
I was wondering if I could have a few sheets of some of your finest paper.
Oh, yes, very well. And he kind of just shuffles a couple sheets towards you.
Thank you very much. That'll be all. Hopefully.
God.
Get the fuck out, Tybalt!
Damn tech priests. Yeah.
I actually say that to people when I go into their room twice.
What?
When I leave, I'm like, sorry, I hope this will be it.
Yep.
I feel like that's a common thing.
It's okay, Danny.
So,
Anyways, you're all sitting down.
Yep.
Frall's eating scones. Neelis is eating muffins.
Yes.
Got a ice cold glass of milk with him.
Fucking love muffins.
Is Lady Volcanus the one who told us, like, who set us on the trail of Burnham, basically? Wasn't she the one who, like, first mentioned him to us?
you said Lady Volcanus?
Whatever her name is.
Elena. Or Ellen.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
What
was she
happened?
not the one who like first even told us about Burnham?
I thought we knew about Burnham a lot earlier than that because I've never been around when anyone was talking to anyone of the Volcanus estate. That was just you guys, and I knew about Burnham prior to that, so I don't think she was the one who first said it, though she might have mentioned him. But
I thought she knew something about that.
I thought the first person who mentioned it was that guy who lives in general housing that you and Danny interrogated because we were talking about Signwolf and he was involved in the riots, and he was saying that Signwolf and Colton Burnham were giving the sermon. But I have been mistaken before.
Who should we talk to?
I'm gonna go to Question Mark Estate.
Question mark estate.
The estate
Those
formerly
people
known as
sound
Bruce.
awesome.
No, obviously that's the Riddler's estate.
Yes.
Oh. Then wouldn't that be the Enigma Estate?
Yes. You guys just haven't been there, so you don't know what it's actually called.
Okay.
Has that always been there, and we just
Yeah.
right?
Well, I mean, like, you guys, there's a lot of other houses in the
Yeah.
Noble District, but these are the 4 largest estates.
Can we
Yeah,
bake
you
like an apple pie and go over and be like,
We just wanted to welcome you to the
Bitches.
neighborhoods.
Hi, we're new here. We brought you the apple pie. We're the best neighbors.
I'll make bake.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna head over to the medical wing
Alright.
and continue to heal my wounds.
Excellent. Fro, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I don't know where to go.
Toby, what do you want to do?
I am going to sit down at a desk, grab the nicest pen I can find, and I'm going to use trade copyist and try and forge a letter from Faults.
Can't remember, because were they on the blueprints or were they on the bill or the receipt? Because if they're on the blueprints, then you have total recall. You can remember it.
Mm-hmm.
But if they were on the receipt, then you can't.
If I can't, then I'll go up and I'll grab the public records and I'll go check first.
Alright.
So-
Well, Frol, what are you gonna do? Because if we're all just gonna, like, chillax at the estate all day, then it's not gonna matter.
Well, I have. I'm slightly lying about the whole medical thing. So,
Okay.
what time is it?
It's like 3.
2:33.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, I want to get access to that computer at the Mechanicus, but
Working on it.
yeah. I want to work with him on that, but I can't really do anything until I'm like there. All I can really do is like I have deception. I can like deceive people, and I can try and like get them to let us at it. So like I can help like along with your letter thing, but like as of sitting right here, I can't really do.
Nobody
much.
has sleight of hand, right?
I don't think so.
Nope.
What would a test to steal something be? Agility?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I guess I don't need to steal anything. I have total recall. I just need to find it. So
We'll just say that it's on the blueprints and you didn't memorize it.
I can cover you, and you can like can you plug into it and fucking download the data?
The computer.
The computer.
yeah.
You can plug into it and download the stuff.
If you want to, it's probably the best that we have a backup plan. So if you want to do that, if you want to see if you can track down the computer and find it so we can do that, then that would probably be a good idea, because mine has like 3 different failure states.
Okay, well, what's your plan?
My long,
It's not that long.
it's not long, and it's not really complicated. It's just the fact that I have 3 different tests I have to make sure it works. I have to forge a note from Faults, getting me access to the Sororitas barracks so I can get into Helena's room, so I can find her signature, memorize it, and forge something from her, and send it to the Mechanicus and have them call my personal Vox, which is the one I'm going to be acquiring from Canicus, of a dead person, so they can't trace it back to us, to let us know when the computer has been fixed. And then I'm also going to forge another note, so I guess there are 4 failure states, because I'm going to forge another note getting permission from Helena to either that, or since I don't have Mimic, and even if I did, it's like a -20 to do it over a boxed caster. Mimic is the dumbest fucking skill, by the way.
What if we just get in there and convince them that
Yeah, if you want to like do deception or something like that. Either way, I still need her signature to let us know before they inform her, because
Right.
if they're the first to find out, doesn't matter.
Okay.
So I still need her signature either way. But and then after all that, I still have to take a tech use whether I want to. Actually, after it's prepared, I don't have to take a tech use to put it all on my data sheet, do I?
You might.
I might.
Depends on how well
How
it was
well they can
repaired
repair
or
it.
how it's encrypted and all that kind of stuff.
It's true. So yeah. So after all that, I still have to take a tech use test, and if I fail that,
Yay!
then all of that was for naught. So that's my long, unnecessarily complicated plan.
But like, you can try to you try to go through it and read it, and like that's a tech use or something, right? But then
Yeah, well, it's a tech use whether I
like,
want to try and read it.
download
It's
it.
a tech use whether or not I want to try and copy it.
If you want to download it, that's a good another tech. So like you have like multiple things you can do. You can try and read it.
Yeah.
And you can try and
I
download.
have, well, actually, no. Can I? Can I make multiple tech use just for doing different things on the same machine? I thought I only got one.
It depends.
Are you gonna let them
on
try
what
to
you're trying to do.
read it and
Yeah.
try to
Is it like if I can't read it, are you gonna let me try and download it?
Probably not.
Yeah. And if I try and download it, you're not gonna let me try and read it.
Depends.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's the only thing.
So realistically, with all of those like rolls, we've got like a fucking like 80% chance of like failing it, like
Yeah.
overall. Mm.
That's why it's a pain in the ass.
Mm.
You said we're supposed to talk
I
about
mean-
Natalia and False today, right? If you want to try and track it down, we can try calling Natalia and see if she can acquire it for us.
Mm.
But I don't know just how sneaky she is by comparison to Mercutio, and she's probably also... It was a big computer. So,
Yeah, she guys like get it.
yeah. Not to mention she'd be sneaking into a facility, so...
Mm.
All in all, I'd say we're just doing swell today.
We should try what we're gonna do, and if we fail that, then see if we can get her to like sneaky
Mm-hmm.
in there and see if she can like get stuff off it or something. But maybe not get her to do that first, because then it's like really suspicious if she like
Yeah,
gets detected or something. And then we're coming in and then we're like,
they're gonna up security.
hey, yeah.
So continue on with our plan, but at least we have backup plans.
Yay!
Alright, so yeah, if you want to see if you can track it down, I'm just gonna keep going with my efforts to try and get us in there.
Okay, well, as for tracking it down, like, are we thinking that it could go somewhere else than the Mechanicus? Or it's
No,
like,
it has to go to the Mechanicus, but it would be where in the Mechanicus is it?
oh, right.
Because it's not like they just have like one room where they're like, alright,
But
this is
if
where
we're,
we
if we're just
repair
gonna go in,
everything.
we're gonna like negotiate with them to be able to
Mhm.
get in there. Want they just like take us to it, or like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you want to go to the Mechanicus and be like, if you want to try and roll like a fellowship test or something like that, or
Oh.
if you have any psyker abilities that allow you to like manipulate someone.
yeah, no, I have stuff like that. I have deceive and I have some stuff, but
If you wanted to do that and see if you could try and get in on your own, and that
Oh.
works, then I could join you over there, and I could hand you my data slate if you want, and you can take it over there and you can try and work your magic, and if that works, you just go for it, and if it doesn't, you bring it back, and then we'll try my way.
why am I gonna be able to? But your data set, like, bring it back? Like, what do you mean by bring it back? Not the machine, right? Like, I can't.
Yeah,
bring
no, my data. You can get in there and you can try and read stuff, or you can try and download my stuff onto there, but
Basically, you can USB drive his data slate and download
Oh,
the
it's-
contents of the computer. That's what he's trying to say.
since you won't be able to read anything because they haven't fixed it yet. Or at least I hope they haven't fixed
The
it
thing
yet.
I'm worried about, like, just me going in there is, like, I don't look like a fucking guy
You're not.
be able to do much with a, like, computer. Like, if I go there by myself, like, without Tybalt or anything, and I just, like, try to get in, and I'm like, but even if I convince them that I can get in, like,
My thing is, I'm worried if I go in there and you're like, yeah, no, I'm totally supposed to be here.
oh,
And I'm like, I'm a tech priest, I can vouch for that. And they're like, yeah, no. Then when I show up 2 days from now with a letter like, yeah, she definitely says I can come in.
Yeah, I just wanted to wait for the letter. I just wanted to wait for the letter, and then we go there with the letter, and then we have like.
And then you use deceive to try and.
If we can't get in with that, then I can try and like sweet talk them in. Like I wanted to just like put like everything on like trying to go in there once.
Okay, then yeah, we can just do
with,
that.
with a bunch of like fail safes, so that way we have less chance of fucking it up.
Nihilus, have you anything to say?
I'm not with you guys.
Yeah, I know. Well, this isn't Frawl and I discussing this. I'm in my room by myself writing a letter.
Ah.
Oh well, Oh okay. I figured that I was like actually like talking to you.
Oh.
Not like.
Well, then if
Not
you're in
like
my room,
I'm
then we can do that.
not
But
role playing my actual speech, but I'm like telling you what I would be saying. So like I'm
Okay.
like.
then yeah, you can be in the room with me while I'm doing that, and I can jot over what I'm doing. But so fine. Danny, have anything to say? I was just trying to stick with Nihilus, but I didn't. Because you're down in the medical wing, so unless
Yeah.
I'm boxing you.
I mean, it could potentially be good if I was with you guys to do it because I have security. So
Security's not going to help you get into a computer unless you're trying to break in to get to the computer. But the whole point is not to do this forcefully.
yeah, but if it has to come down to that, you know.
Yeah. Well, the plan was for all three of us to go together anyways. We just...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't just going to go in by myself be like, yeah, no, I alone have access to this computer.
Meh.
So... I just meant, do you have anything planned that might prevent us from doing this, or do you have anything that we need to attend to first, or do you have anything that could help with this?
Well, I was gonna lie and go to the medical wing, but not go to the medical wing and actually go talk to Karen.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing.
If you'd like to do that. Although at some point I'm going to need you to come with me, because the letter I'm forging is going to say that you need access to
Right.
Helena's room, because you are an arbiter. It makes way more sense for you to go in. And I'm just trying to think of what reason Tybalt could have for tagging along, because I don't want you to steal something from her room and bring it back, but I just need to get into her room and look at something she has signed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely go with you.
Yeah.
Can he use like transfer paper or something like or something and like give it to you?
Wait, what?
Like you want to get in just so you can see her signature, right? But can't like Neelis just go in and use like a transfer sheet of paper or something, like put it like over and then pull it off and like get the like transfer her signature onto like another piece of paper or something?
Do they have that, Richard?
Not as far as the rulebook is concerned, but if you want to make a tech use test, I'll let you try and make one.
Actually, that couldn't hurt at all, so I'll do that after he talks to Karen, but
Okay.
just try and jerry-rig a piece of paper together.
Actually, do you have any of the chem use or anything?
Nope, I've been holding off on getting that.
Never mind then.
I have 150 experience and I could buy it, but I don't think you let us buy stuff in mid.
No.
I'm gonna buy it on Thursday, yeah.
So no transfer paper for you today.
Yes. Oh, none at all?
Because
Okay.
you wouldn't have the prerequisite skills to be able to make something like that.
Fair enough.
Alright. Break. Alright, where are you guys going? Who's doing what?
I'm
I'm
forging a letter. Nihilus is talking to
Walking to the medical wing, but I'm quickly gonna find a door once no one sees me and kind of just escape out to the docks.
Alright. For all?
I'm holding off until I can do something.
Good. You make your forging test.
Oh. It's intelligence.
Is it? Okay.
Because I was Scrimshaw, because that will allow me to do symbols, but that's fucking agility based. Fuck that.
So we're gonna say that you spent an hour trying to do this and give yourself a plus 30.
Plus 30?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
He's really trying to help us.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh.
Hmm.
Ah!
It's my favorite part of Dark Heresy.
My life!
Do you want to wait another hour and try again?
Yes, I would.
All
Go ahead
right,
and talk to Karen.
Neil, let's do your part.
Just regain my composure on that one.
Okay.
God, I feel like Garvel.
Now you know how it feels. I'm gonna
Yeah,
vox
this is how you
Karen
must feel in combat.
and tell her to meet me in the market area.
All right.
God, thank God I asked for more than one sheet of paper.
She will meet you in the market area.
Perfect.
Now then, since you're both in the market area, what
So, Karen, you know all about me. I want to know your story now.
Are you hitting on me?
She kind of cocks her eye at you. What do you want to know?
What your story is.
Also,
I mean,
cock
what?
an eye. So an eyebrow.
Wait, go one more time.
Like, what your story is. Who are you? Like, who you are.
Karen. Karen Thorne.
I mean, more than that. Like,
I'm a female. From
A female in the sororitas?
fine.
what's your beginning?
Hold on.
Oh, was this just Richard being lazy and not wanting to look up her backstory?
Look up. I made everything. No, I actually have a backstory for her. I just forgot what world she's from. Yeah, no, it's higher than this.
She's Voidborn. I need the connection.
I need this. I need this.
How can I ever convince her to make babies with 34 fellowship at a -10?
Well, I grew up on the hive world of Bront to parents of a less than honorable reputation.
Prostitute.
Yes. I did well in my studies, and eventually, when I was about 13 or so, I stumbled into the Underhive accidentally and was accosted by many a scum, and I defeated them. This act reached far and wide in my little section of the hive, and a traveling Sister of Battle overheard it and tested me and found me worthy to join their group? Legion? To join their ranks. I then went to Scintilla and was transferred to a training world. Since then, I've devoted my life to the Sisterhood and decided to come to Reef to learn as much as I can about being a hospitaler within the sororitas.
Now let's take some pen and paper.
I'd take notes the old-fashioned way.
I take most of the annoying way on the mechanical keyboard.
I take notes
So-
the old-fashioned way.
Why a hospitaler?
Because I like healing the wounds that the warp leaves behind.
So, I'm assuming that when I told you about the things with the asylum, it probably disturbed you a lot, since you like to heal the wounds of the warp.
Yes, it was very troubling to me.
Um. Uh, Karen, I have a lot of faith in you, and can I tell you something that might disturb you further?
You may.
Well,
Is this about Tybalt?
yes, it's all about Tybalt. No, it's not about Tybalt. It's what happened a couple days ago, a day or two ago.
I don't know what you're referencing.
I think it was yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday.
It was yesterday. If you're talking about the day you got the shit beaten out of you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay.
That was last night. That was great.
I kind of push her into kind of a secluded area so no one can overhear it.
You gonna rape me?
Yes.
It's come full circle.
Finally.
I must finish what Mercutio started.
The farm boy has become the rapist.
What's your Facebook Senpai.
Firstly, I'd like to apologize of the actions that we took last night, but we broke into the asylum and we made it down into the hexagrammic ward, and
No, we didn't.
Made it right outside.
well,
Yeah, we still didn't make it into the hexagrammic ward.
I thought that was the room we were in.
No, you
Nope.
guys got to the entrance of it.
Oh, okay. And we made it to the entrance of the hexagrammic ward, and there we were met by a whole squad of mutants and
Those were
They're
not mutants.
horrors from the war.
horrors.
Those
Horror.
were
We were.
demons.
Yes.
We
Well,
were-
no, horrors aren't technically. Well, no, they are demons. Yeah, they're Slanesh. Yes, they're demons.
We were met by horrors of the warp and the zombified body of.
We can go with zombified.
She is a demon host, or daemon host.
Okay. I just don't know the lore of this game very well.
We found character. She's the
And
Queen of Blades.
Ophelia, one of our past members who was unfortunately killed in the riots of the noble estates.
As you say, it was Ophelia and that she was killed. Shock kind of goes over her face.
But
Something
we
you'd like to share with the class?
we found her at the
Nah,
entrance,
that's not-
kind of
not
commanding
relevant to
these horrors of the warp.
Is that it?
Now I'm waiting for a response.
Did you defeat them?
No, they were much too strong for us.
Why would they keep those at St. Vero? Why would they have gone to Vero?
I don't know, and I was hoping that we could defeat them and figure this whole mess out, but it was just too much for us.
Yes.
We were outnumbered and outgunned, and I took one hell of a beating. That's for sure.
Yes, well, we must attempt to purge the demons from Vera as soon as we can.
And we will in due time, and I'm hoping, that's not a word.
Opening.
And I'm hoping by telling you this, you don't do anything rash in time, but when we do move and when we do strike, I will let you know. Because I'm thinking we're going to need as much manpower or woman power as we can get.
Yes, of course. When you move on the cursed, let me know and you have my gun.
Is shaking hands a thing in this world, or do they do more of the Viking thing where you hold arms?
Depends. Like, you can do either, really.
Okay. Can I just like shake her hand or do the arm thing?
Sure.
Just be like, it's good that I can put my trust in you.
Yes, of course. And she takes your arm and yeah,
Ah!
bros, lady bro. One thing does trouble me though.
And what is that?
Ophelia was not killed.
What do you mean? I saw her lifeless body right in front of me.
No, you didn't.
When was this?
In the riots.
No. She survived the riots and was taken to the asylum, and then you were told that she didn't make it.
Yeah.
Oh.
She was fucking heavily wounded,
Yeah.
but she wasn't
Okay.
dead.
Okay. Then scratch that. Rewind. Well, she was severely wounded in the riots, and she was taken to the
She
asylum.
was
and
minus a face.
I was told she didn't make it.
No, she survived. We got her out of critical condition, and then she was in the intensive care unit.
It's interesting that you say that, because... week 2 notes.
What did I? What was
Week
it?
2. She joined in week 5.
I know.
Yeah, but the other guy from
Oh.
intensive care.
Was that she died?
Who told you?
Yeah.
What?
But,
It was someone from the sororitas, but I don't remember who it was.
No, Lehman told him.
Oh yeah.
Lehman walked by with a horrified look and he was like, I hate to tell you, but your friend, the second, she didn't make it.
And he was like, right,
Oh.
good. Alright, moving on.
Yeah. And then Nihilus went, oh, that sucks. Yeah. And then Lehman walked off horrified. No, I remember, I watched this. One less psycho for me to deal with. If only
Okay.
Paul would go too.
Lehman gets his leg blown off, and he was like, that sucks.
As long as it's not me.
That's interesting, because the first known attack was in the sub-basement of the ICU. And...
Attack?
the first known incident was in the sub-basement of the ICU.
What incident are you referring to?
It happened... Wow. Wow.
Wow.
1 second.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Alright, it's over.
It's
That was
magic.
really long thunder.
You know.
I'm talking about... It was probably about 17 weeks ago now, I would say. It was a worker who was in the sub-basement of ICU, and he was discovered by his co-worker. There were markings of bird talons made in blood along the walls. I believe his job was he kept track of who came in and out of the asylum, like a record keeper of sorts.
Odd, I never heard of that.
And then I believe there was also a man named Shale who was taken to the ICU, and he, as far as I know, never recovered. I mean, I haven't talked to him since he was admitted there. But
Wait,
when I was there, it was not a good sight.
you didn't talk to him when he was
No, you
admitted.
didn't talk.
Yeah,
You talked to
Shale-
Mattis. You guys have never
Mattis?
talked to Shale.
Yeah, Mattis is the one who's from
Oh.
the Lavina state. Shale is the first surviving incident.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Or
Sorry,
rather
I'm
the
getting my
oldest
names mixed up.
living.
Okay, well then let's just replace Shale with Mattis.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, and Mattis has never come out of the ICU as far as I know. I mean, don't quote me on that. I've never really...
It's not like any of you guys ever
Followed
fucking
up.
follow up on any.
Yeah.
Look, man, I'm busy failing all of my tests.
Pretty much.
Good. All right. Anyways, continue.
But... He was admitted quite a while ago. So it seems like most of these attacks, and now it's kind of reinforcing it with the stuff going on under the asylum, that it seems something fairly shady is happening there. And I have a feeling that the ICU is playing a big part in it. Because they can easily get bodies and recruit people from there, I suppose.
Damn it.
What?
Nothing.
What? What?
You'll get it eventually. Well, I'll have to go and look it up and see if the Sororitas have any reports on these incidents, but I've never heard of them.
That's surprising that you've never heard of them.
I mean, it's not often that I look into the security of Vero beyond my own duties, but I would have thought I'd hear something about occurrences like this.
Yeah, it's slightly troubling that you have not heard of this. And it's also slightly troubling that the head of security for where I'm staying was the one who told me that Ophelia didn't make it. So I don't know if he is playing a role in this or he was just told by someone at Vero.
Well, this is very interesting, Neelis. What do you think we should do?
For the moment, nothing, unfortunately. I have been told to hold off anything until I am told to.
Alright, well, then I will see if I can find out anything more about the Mattis or the record keeper that you spoke of.
That sounds good to me. And please, don't try and get to the hexagrammic wards. Just wait for us to do that.
I will. And she kind of waves at you and then starts walking away.
Yay.
Yay. Tibbsy, you want to fail another test?
I would love to fail another test.
Alright. It's been another hour. You can do another intelligence test. This time it's a plus 20.
Good.
He's... Thank you. He's lacking confidence, so it got a little harder. After working for 2 hours straight, you seem to finally have mastered McKillen Fultz's signature and attempt to transfer it on to the very nice paper that you acquired from Sir Canicus. And it succeeds.
Okay.
Yay.
I'm very happy.
And I am also heading back to the estate right now.
Okay. So, what do you guys want to do now?
Well, it's been 2 hours. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so we wouldn't even be able to make it there till like 6.
Nope.
What time do they close?
Who?
Well, it's the Sororitas barracks, so that's where they live. But I assume that she has an office. Like, she doesn't live and work out of the same room.
Probably not, but I don't know.
It'd probably be best to just go there tomorrow. Weren't we gonna go back to the Ecclesiarchy either way, though? To
Tonight, yeah. That's the plan.
well, either way, when you get back, I'm gonna hand the letter to you, seeing as it concerns you. But
Okay.
we might hold off on using it depending.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Also, I suppose I've informed you of my plan since I already told Frawl about it. But
when I get back to the Levine estate, I'm assuming you'll just fill me in.
yeah.
Like, you'll hand me the note, and I'll just be like, "What's this?"
Alright,
News.
you guys all meet up and discuss everything. It's now a bit after 6:30.
Bit after 6:30. Okay. And that's my plan. Yay! Do you have any suggestions on how I get into Helena's room with you? Under what pretext would you be able to sneak me in?
To sneak you in?
Well, I'm not gonna hide under your fucking coat, but
No, but I am an arbitrator.
yeah. But as far as everyone in the Sororitas except Karen knows, or so we've been told, I'm not with you. So the only way we know each other, according to the Sororitas, is I picked a fight with your buddy, and then Bernardin went missing, and now he's dead.
It's true.
So
Well-
you're like, he seemed like a cool guy. I'm just bringing him in. So what's your appointment for? Oh, I just, Have you found the signature? Yeah, I got it. Okay, that was it for the appointment. Nothing suspicious going on here.
If shit really hit the fan,
No,
It's
I requisitioned a tech priest because my Vox was messing up, and
So I'm just gonna sit there tinkering. Why wouldn't
Lord
you just-
knows, no. I come in, I bring it into the Mechanicus, and it's working fine. So I was like, you know what? I don't have time for this. You're coming with me, and when it fucks up, I'll show you. Kind of like an auto mechanic. When you bring your car to the mechanics, it works fine, but when you drive it away, it's fucking up again.
Okay, well I want to hear Frawl's idea because that
Well-
that could work, but it's also very odd.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, to go along with that, if shit hit the fan and then they're like, why is this guy with you? He was on the ship when Burnham disappeared, blah, blah, blah. We'd be like, well, maybe we accepted you into the investigation, because of that. Because of all that shit, because of, all
Because
that
I'm
stuff.
one of the last people to have seen Bernardin.
Yeah,
Even
it's
though I
like,
didn't see him.
That's a good one. I like that.
it's like we don't have to, go with that, right away, but,
Yeah.
if they're, who the
If they
fuck is this guy?
pry,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just be like, he was the last to see Bernardin, so I'm keeping a close eye on him.
so that one would be an aside, not to me. You would say that as an aside to Helena, he was the
If
last
she
person to
asked,
see.
yeah.
He was the last person to see Burnham. I'm keeping an eye on him. You wouldn't be like, yeah, he was the last person to see Burnham. I'm watching you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't do anything suspicious while I'm around.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if they're really retarded about it, and then they're like, "Oh, but we've seen you with him before," and you'd be like, "Okay, well, he lives at he lived at the estate, or you can,
He frequents the Levine estate.
Yeah.
yeah. We can go multiple levels of bullshit if we need."
Okay.
Good.
As long as this plan has been worked out. So, we're going to head to the Ecclesiarchy, and we may or may not take time to stop into the barracks for a late night visit to Helena.
I think we should do the Helena thing tomorrow because the barracks I wanted to do in the middle of the night when no one was there.
Okay, do you want to go to... Oh,
You
wait.
mean the palace?
Yeah, the palace, sorry.
So do you want to go to the barracks and do that first instead? And we can scope out the palace, see what the security looks like?
Okay, yeah, let's do that. So yeah, let's go ahead and head over there, and hopefully the Sororitas are still open to taking guests at the moment.
Alright.
They're pretty open to taking guests, so we have orders.
That's true.
Do
So,
do 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 do.
Yes. You guys
taking
all
a ferry, taking a ferry.
take your...
Oh,
He moved himself.
I was doing the Yoshi's Island song.
Neelis, will you roll a perception check?
Niels?
Nailed it.
As you get on your ferry to disembark, you notice again that Natalia is following your little group.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. For the first time.
Oh,
He didn't see her last time.
yes. You notice it and remark to Tybalt and Frall, and they mention to you that it's happened before
Oh.
today. You are currently on the docks.
Okay,
On
I kind of
the
aside to them and just be like, see if she follows us after we leave.
She didn't last time.
And then you all get on the ferry and you go to St. Vera. Yay! Yeah, she didn't follow you. Yeah! Alright.
I
You all
was,
make.
I was hoping to say that like before the ferry left, so he's like, before we get on the ferry, it's like, see if she follows us. Then I'm like, well, she didn't follow us last time, and then
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
you have a chance of him.
So y'all
Good.
just kind of dirked away.
It's like, oh, that was probably important.
Anyways, you guys make it to Vero and make your way to the Sororitas barracks.
By the way, does she see that we saw her?
You don't know.
Hmm?
You don't know.
Okay.
You're not her. How did you know? How would you even kind of know?
Well, I mean, if we turn around and we're
Anyways.
like,
Hello, please.
and she's like,
That's what I was talking about. Like, that's why I'm like, why don't we just leave after saying that? Okay, anyway, that happened.
Should I just turn around and be like, why are you following us?
Oh no, it's
Punch
like,
a door.
Be like, sorry, this guy really hates when people follow him.
Just turn around, stare right at her, and box her. You need something?
What?
Aggressively maintain eye contact.
What are you waiting for?
What you way?
Alright, who all is approaching the Sororitas barracks, or are you all gonna go up at the same time?
Yeah, I don't know. Carl, what's your excuse? You're with the Arbiter? Or,
I was just gonna say, Frawl, why don't you go check out the Ecclesiarchy Palace, and then Tybalt and I will try and do this stuff in the barracks real quick, and then we'll meet you over there.
I glare at Frall as he walks away. I gotta keep up appearances, since that's all they know me is knowing you by.
Oh, right. Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm heading to the Ecclesiarchy Palace.
Excellent. Nilly, Tibby, you guys make your way up to the Sororitas barracks and are stopped at the entrance by a member of the Sororitas. Hello?
Tybalt has his arms folded and is kind of tapping his foot, not pleased that he has to dragged along.
What can I do for you two?
I hand her the letter.
Ah, you are here to see Helena. All right. Her office is, and she gives you the coordinates to get to her office, and lets you inside the barracks. She should probably actually be in her office right now, and lets you in. You guys are now inside the barracks. What you gonna do?
Okay. As we're walking there, what do you want to do, like, aside to Tybalt? What do you want to do if she's in her office?
Dun.
Why don't we just skip the part where we look for something and we have her sign something for us?
Okay. What do we need to get signed?
I don't know. We can ask her. You're the arbitrator. Why don't you have her sign some kind of order for you to send back to fucking guy, Antonius Crusoe,
Inquisitor?
Inquisitor Antonius Crusoe.
Tybalt just comes in. No, I'm a huge fan. Can you just sign
I
it?
just want a signature.
I have her baseball card.
Man, dead ass.
Yeah, that's dope.
So, if she's in the office, you can just make something up. Just get her to sign something for you, for your Inquisitor. Unless...
That would let her know that you're in
Yeah,
the
that would let
Inquisition.
her know that we're
Oh.
here on position.
I don't know the differences. What is an Arbiter
The
who's not with...
is an arbitrator. Like, the arbitrator is like galactic police.
Oh.
Inquisition,
Okay, then how about
specifically
a
looking for
warrant?
heresy.
how about she signs a warrant for us to go check out the Ecclesiarchy Palace tomorrow?
Okay.
And if that fails, because she's like, oh, you don't need a warrant for that, or you don't need permission from me, you've got your fucking badge, then how about the fucking waste treatment facility, since we need to go back there at some point? Or so it says in the quest list.
That is true. Also,
anywhere you think we need access that the Sororitas can grant, just ask her for signed permission or a warrant or anything.
okay. Alright, we'll do it.
Alright. Solidarity.
I can't tell. Are we trying to reflect light?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, because you're doing a terrible job.
Me?
Yeah,
I'm trying
there
to
we go.
flash it. I'm not trying to keep it like always
Oh.
doing it. I'm trying to go.
What the fuck are you doing?
It's a reflection of me. Oh
Oh
no!
man, I'm so sexy.
Look at all of the me on screen. It's great. All right, so you two make your way up to the office of Helena Curley. Knock on the door, and hear a muffled voice from the other side saying, "Yes, come in."
That was a very gruff voice.
It's through a door. Yes, come in.
I'm trying to masturbate in here.
You guys gonna do anything?
Okay.
I'm waiting for them to stop with the phones. Also, Tybalt can't initiate anything because he's just following.
Mm-hmm.
You guys gonna do anything?
Hello, Helena.
Through the door.
Oh, no.
Who is it?
It's Nihilus.
Oh, Nihilus, how are you? Come in. You gonna come in or what?
Yeah, open the door.
The grim darkness of the far future.
Yep.
He walks in, he sees her flapping head.
Can you roll a strength test for me?
Oh my god. Nailed it. I come bursting in through the door.
Using all of your might. You
Kool-Aid spilling out
slowly,
of his top. Oh yeah.
you slowly begin to open the door. And then as you push about an inch in, you realize it's an automatic door and it retracts up into the ceiling.
God damn it.
You think you might have damaged it a little bit. I don't know why you were using strength on that. It's clearly an automatic door. Arbitrator, what can I do for you?
I was trying to get access to the Ecclesiarchy Palace for my investigation that I'm gonna do tomorrow, and I was wondering if you could
Tybalt turns to
sign.
his box. Testing. It's on channel with him, so. And then looks around the room annoyed.
What?
Continue, Neelis.
Okay. I don't know what just
I'm
happened, but okay.
corroborating your backstory.
Yep.
God damn it.
Oh. And
Is that from your pants?
we were wondering, or I was wondering, if you could sign a warrant or just some sort of order so that I don't get questioned at all tomorrow, as I'd like to get this done as quickly as possible and without any interference.
You haven't explained to her where you want to go.
I said the Ecclesiarchy Palace.
Oh, okay.
You shouldn't need an order from me. I don't know why any of my girls would bother you.
Well, that and the Planetary Defense Force. I really don't want people questioning me.
She kind of cocks an eyebrow. Alright, give me a moment. And she goes and gets a small data sheet out and writes, please allow Neelis and Associates access to Ecclesiarchy offices.
Testing.
Excuse my friend here. My Vox has been severely messing up lately,
Feel
and
free
of course,
to eliminate the tech priest on site if annoyed. Signed, Helena Carilli, head of Sororitas.
Queen bitch. Yeah.
Well, now I know what I need to sign with.
And then hands you the data sheet. Is there anything else that I can do for you?
Thank you, Helena. No, that'll
You
do
can
it.
tell him
That'll
his Voxcast is working just fine.
that will do it for us. We just wanted to make sure that we won't be intervened tomorrow at all.
Very good. You turn to leave her room.
And we
Okay,
leave.
Do we leave?
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, I'm like,
You guys all just turn and just sit there for.
You're the
This is a
GM.
nice room. Sometime I'm just gonna leave you guys hanging.
Sorry about
Alright.
breaking your door.
so we leave.
Okay.
I cough.
Good.
I turn and cough.
She takes her hand off of your testicle. No lumps here.
And we head out of the
Tyler uses
barracks.
his photographic memory to stare at her breasts.
Good.
We head out of the Sororitas barracks and go meet up with Frawl, who's hopefully not dead.
All right.
One can only hope.
For all you notice that there is a very large amount of PDF all around the Ecclesiarchy Palace. There are a few Sororitas going in and out, but for the most part it seems like the Defense Force has taken over jurisdiction of the scene while cleanup begins.
Are they still mostly doing cleanup, or have they started to rebuild it?
They're still doing cleanup. They haven't begun any major repairs besides patching up some of the bigger holes in the wall. Tibby, Nilly,
Mm.
Nilly, you find your way to Frawl, and you're all outside of the palace of the Ecclesiarchy.
Oh gosh.
Hello.
You guys gonna do
Oh,
anything?
hello, Breeze.
You guys just gonna sit out there and
Yeah,
check it out?
we're gonna turn and cough again.
Okay.
I don't know what Nihilus is doing. Okay. Going for a swim.
Going for a swim.
God damn it! And I am the
Yes.
asylum.
I am the law.
It's like a big, huge Colossus Nihilus adorned with like a dome on like his chest or something.
Emperor class Nihilus.
Smashes through the wall. Sorry about your door.
All right. Anyways. So yes. Also, you notice that the body of Colton Bernardin is still lying on the floor.
Oh God!
On the staircase.
That's good for us.
But for good reason. For all as you get nearby, you notice that there is soul fire burning away at his body and slowly destroying it. None of the surrounding planetary defense force or Adeptus are obviously there to prevent anyone from touching him and being tainted.
So that's like hostile warp stuff. Like he's like disintegrating from that, or
Pretty much, yeah.
Isn't it more chemical, or is it?
Hmm?
Wait, what's
Soul fire?
Oh,
It's from the warp.
yeah, sorry, I thought you said soul fire. And I was
Is
like,
that
Sulfur.
something?
I was
is
like,
that
I don't know what soul
something
fire is, but
that only happens to psychers?
No.
Okay.
That can happen to anybody. It's basically... Well, you'll figure it out eventually.
Okay.
But no, it is not Psyker only. Anyone who is touched by the warp can be burned by the soul fire. Except for... It's like Tyranids or something. Something like that. Whatever doesn't have a soul, basically. Necrons. Necrons can't be soul fired. That's it. They're basically just machines.
so like normally I would try and like see if there's anything that I can tell like from that, but we basically know what's up with him anyway. Like we
Being
know
that there's a shit ton of witch hunters around.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose to not be a witch.
For right now.
Yes.
For the moment, I shall refrain.
Alright.
I'm gonna try and find someone in charge. Someone
Good.
who looks like Commandy. Someone with badges and
Someone
medals.
who looks commandy.
You all make your way past Bernadette's slowly decaying corpse.
Probably lipstick.
Frol, make a perception check for me.
Thorough Breach.
You
Good.
ruse, please.
You ruse prees. You all make your way into the palace, and Neelis, you find a very stout-looking PDF sergeant, and make your way over to him to do whatever you're gonna do.
What did you say his rank was?
Like a sergeant.
As I'm walking up to him, I'm just gonna call out, Sergeant.
What?
That's Colonel Fern to you.
How's the cleanup going?
Slowly. Much, much too slowly. He
When do you
starts
guys-
barking orders at a nearby contingent.
When do you expect to be done and out of here? And are you guys gonna be closing up shop for the night soon?
What? No, we're gonna work all through the night until this place is secure.
Are you planning on demolishing it?
Some of the offices seem to have suffered structural damage, but I don't know why we'd need to demolish much.
Okay, well, is it possible for me to get some time alone in the office section?
Time alone? What do you need to be in there alone for?
Well, the PDF already know that I'm an arbitrator, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna flash in my badge and say I'm part of the investigation into telling what happened here.
Alright, well, go ahead. I will send some people to escort you, but they won't enter the office. They'll just be there in case anything collapses.
Perfect, thank you.
And then
Two
our
guys,
ecclesiarchy collapses.
two kind of bigger looking guys in oddly colored PDF armor approach you guys and lead the way towards Bernadette's office, or the offices, as it didn't necessarily specify, as I recall.
Tibble readies his bolt pistol.
You guys enter Bernadette's office.
But your guy's camera doesn't move anymore.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
there. That's fine. It's good.
Okay.
I go for the safe again,
Good.
once we close the door behind us.
There is no door.
If there is a door.
Massive amounts of fire.
Yeah.
Tibble and Frol just kind of stand in the way. Go, Neelis, make your roll. Try and break into this safe again. You open the safe and there's nothing in it. Being a dick. No,
I actually missed it by 2. Oh no, I didn't. I have security plus 10. Ha!
Yeah.
Nailed it.
he's like, you have like a 40 something for your
Yeah.
security
It's
roll.
actually 40 exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly 40.
So yes, the safe gives away, and inside you find a data sheet and a few scrolled pieces of paper.
I give the data sheet to Tybalt, and I look over, and I stuff the scrolls of paper into my
Raw.
armor, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really know if I have like a bag or something.
You tuck it into your
Yeah.
pocket or
Kind of
something.
disappointed I don't have concealed carry.
Yeah.
Could shove papers into my leg.
Good. Is there anything else that you guys want to do while you're in here?
Can I
There's
scrutinize
nothing
the
else in
inside of the safe?
You could.
I'd also like to evaluate the save. Just
Okay, I scrutinize the safe with a 14 roll.
Do you want to evaluate it as well? Not
Yeah.
that it's going to matter.
it's really not. But
After that, you should probably close the safe and waste some time looking around so that you can 5 fucking seconds to go and be like, yep.
You guys look over the safe. It's a really nice safe, quite secure. Obviously, whatever was in here, Bernadette didn't want just anybody to get into. It wasn't a Obviously, because of how easy it opened, it wasn't an incredibly secure safe, but
Oh, I was rolling off of his intelligence.
good. And you passed.
I passed.
Impressive. Anyways, but yeah, nothing really stands out about the safe to you guys. It just seems like a very secure safe. The only oddity is that it seems to have not been frayed or melted at all by any of the fire or explosion, which seems a bit peculiar. But being that it is a fairly secure looking safe, you think not much of it.
Also, the fact that it was hidden.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then you guys continue to look around, pretending to scrutinize the room itself.
I'm gonna go ahead and close that then. By the way, he picked the lock for the safe. There's like no key or anything, and if we were to close it, we wouldn't have access back inside of it.
No.
Okay. Not that we need it because he emptied it out, right?
That's why I scrutinize it to make sure there aren't any like secret compartments or anything.
Is there anything else that you guys want to do?
No, it's just evaluate is mostly used to see like the value or the maker or anything like that. So
close the secret hatch thingy, and then waste some time looking around.
yeah.
Yeah.
Will you all run a perception check?
Thank you. Ooh.
Nice.
Nice. I'm the only one who failed.
Froll and Tybalt, you guys notice that the guards stationed outside of your door peek back every once in a while and seem to be talking amongst themselves, but aren't doing anything super outside the ordinary. They're just being a little bit more nosy than you guys would have liked.
Tybalt's gonna scan their faces. I don't necessarily need to like evaluate or anything. I just want to make sure that I remember what they look like in case I encounter them later.
Okay. Though a lot of their faces
Unremarkable.
I'm
not visible due to their armor, you manage to remember as much as you can
Do
about
either
their
of
faces.
them have badges with their names on it or anything?
No. They're just wearing normal PDF armor.
Okay. So they essentially just look like
Grunts.
Yeah.
Fro?
Would Nihilus have any kind of lore on, like, because you said their uniforms were oddly colored or something?
Mm-hmm.
Would he have any kind of lore on, like, maybe that's their position or rank or something like that within the PDF?
If you want to take a common Imperium lore test, Nihilus, you can try and discern what the color specifies on their
Okay.
armor.
Sure.
Yeah,
Nope.
that's the codes.
I don't know, they look normal to me. Says Nihilus. Being a little annoyed at your silly questions. And
Like we noticed already that their color. I noticed that their colors were different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we all did, because they're
We all
just not wearing the standard uniform, so
Yeah.
it's not like
So
their sigil is, like, ever so slightly askew.
Well, fuck it. I walk out and be like,
well, no, we just make note to figure out what that means. Don't like start asking them, hey, what's wrong with your color?
Hey, what's wrong with you? Why are you following us?
no, what's wrong with going out there and being like, what is...
Oh, sure, okay, yeah, it depends how you ask it. If you
Yeah,
do it,
if you walk out and you're just like, nice uniforms, I'm not familiar with, blank, that's
Yeah.
probably fine. But if
Exactly.
You're, like, your fucking uniforms, man.
Like, I'm an arbitrator. I'm fucking police. Like, I kind of know this kind of shit. Well, I should,
Yeah,
anyways.
you should.
you really should if you would just not fuck your rolls up.
I know!
Alright, anyways, start role playing.
Roleplay for clarity.
So I walk out,
Good.
look at them both,
Also good.
be like, I'm not familiar with that armor. What do you guys do?
It's a uniform. Where's it armor?
It's armor.
It used to be.
Or what branch are you guys in?
We are part of Governor DeCall's private defense force.
Really? Where's private defense over here? I thought this was all planetary defense.
Well, as the governor is still staying at St. Vero Asylum, it seemed only logical to investigate any bomb threats and action that was taken on the same island he was on.
What was that last part? The calls on the asylum in the asylum?
Yeah, he's been there since his estate was fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
I was not informed of this.
Well, he doesn't have a house.
Yeah.
This is true, but nobody thought to tell me. By the way, he's in the asylum.
He's been living in the asylum somewhere.
He's been living in the asylum for about a week.
Couple days. Almost a week.
So, anyways,
Neil,
Right.
back to you.
Tibble learned something today.
Are you guys assisting with the investigation, or are you here to just protect the call or oversee the call?
Our primary focus is to ensure the governor's safety, but yes, we are helping with the repairs of the ecclesiarchy palace.
Well, you boys are doing a fine job.
Thank you, sir. It means a lot to me. Cemetery.
Kind of just wave to
Can I
them,
have your autograph?
carry on, and then walk out into the main foyer.
Okay,
Gonna
so you guys
follow
are all
us.
leaving the office,
Yeah.
and they obviously follow you as they were instructed to do.
We don't have any need to check any other offices so far as we know, right? I mean, Vernon's the only one who worked at the ecclesiarchy we know by name. I don't think Simon even had an office on the ecclesiarchy because he just stayed at the
He
temple.
was at the temple.
Yeah. So we don't know any. We would just be checking random offices if we checked around here, right?
Yes,
Are
you
there
guys would be
any,
checking
like-
at random.
Yeah.
Sorry, there was silence from the GM and my two companions.
Well,
Just waiting for them to
I
answer.
was trying to think if there was anyone else that we knew that's in there, but I don't think so.
We didn't know anyone else in the ecclesiarchy.
I mean, are there like any oddly locked doors or shady-looking doors?
Everything's
Because
burnt.
we tried to get into Bernard's office where we were going to, but then we realized there was the alarm on it because it was a tech one.
Yeah.
But didn't Niles try and pick a lock to get into just some random lowly office?
I think so.
Yes.
Why did we do that?
I
Just to
think
do it?
to just get some general information.
Okay. Because I know we just picked an office at random, just the first one that didn't have a tech lock on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there's really no reason to look through scorched offices unless it's like another computer that wouldn't have all the same information as Barnum's has.
Actually, you know what? We probably should check the other offices. Or some of the other offices, just...
Are you looking for something
Oh, there's no
particular?
suspicions.
No, just so we're just like, oh, we're just gonna walk in and look at Bernadum's and then fuck.
Enough to only go into Burnham's office.
He is
Okay.
the focal point of this investigation. I mean, if we want to check a couple, because we can't tell for sure whether or not his office was the epicenter of all of the,
Subsequent
fire.
blasts.
yeah. So we might want to try like 2 or 3 offices around there just to see if we can figure anything else out. But there's really not much else reason to investigate anything else because it doesn't look suspicious. Now it would be different if like, Burden's dead. His office looks like the epicenter. They took his computer and all that stuff, and we're just like, Joe Schmo over there. He owes me like $50. I want to go check his office. I mean, he doesn't owe me anything. Ignore the fact that I'm going to this office in particular. And then you walk out with like your coat bulging.
So is there anything else that you guys want to do?
No.
Should be good.
Alright. Then you guys all walk out of the Ecclesiarchic Palace. Frawl, do you have awareness?
Everyone but me has awareness.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Frawl,
Yeah.
roll an awareness check.
What does that roll against?
Pretty sure it's an agi test. But I'll double check just to make sure.
100.
But it would be like perception.
Oh, it might be. Awareness. Yeah, it is a perception.
Ooh.
Nope.
Alright. Alright,
Alright,
so...
they get to jump on us and start beating us
Bunch
with their
of
sticks.
sand gets blown in my eyes, and I try and get it out. I have contact, so it's all like fucked up, and I'm like,
So,
God damn
as...
it, Richard.
Good?
Yes, I am fine now.
Good. I'm
I
glad.
was fine the first time you did it.
No, it needed to be punctuated. So anyways, as you guys leave the Ecclesiarchy Palace and walk past Bernardin's slowly burning corpse, his arm juts out towards Frall's leg. Frall, do you want to try and dodge?
yeah.
Yes!
Nah, I want to see where he's going with this.
Is that an agility test?
Yeah, it's just a straight agi test. And he clutches your leg, and you feel a searing, horrifyingly painful burning in your leg. Can you roll a willpower test for me?
Who was jumping at Frawl?
The
Bernardin's
corpse of...
corpse.
Yeah.
Oh, that's freaky.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, God.
Your willpower jams.
Even if it was reliable.
Fuck,
As
that's...
a reaction, Tybalt has readied his staff. Just
We're good, right?
well, no.
You don't wanna
the
kill
next
me, right?
available action, I'm gonna try and hack his arm off.
Good. That's generally the best thing to do.
Is he, like, grabbing at me? Like, do I have like a shoe? Can I like kick my shoe off? Like, did he grab me, or did he
He's
just like?
got your leg.
Yeah, he's wrapped his hand around your leg. Just give me
The man was
one
known
moment.
for his massive hands.
He was. That's why Neelis liked him so much.
Why doesn't anyone else have hands?
He just likes big fingers, you know?
So I'm just gonna try.
Alright, roll 1d100 plus 60. This is gonna be my favorite thing.
Let's fix for 60.
Plus 60.
Okay.
106. Fainting dead away, the character keels over and remains unconscious for 1d5 rounds. Once he regains consciousness, he is still shaken, and all tests are taken with a -10 penalty until the end of the encounter. The character gains 1d5 insanity.
Ooh.
God damn it. I'm sorry.
He's trying really hard to get me the insanity points.
There's your 3 insanity. Congratulations. So
Since
yes,
this isn't really an encounter. How long does
the rest of the day. So it's pretty late at night already.
Yeah, well, no, I meant he's unconscious for 1d5 rounds.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
And at this
day.
point,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
calling out to PDF and Sororitas.
And Tybalt is hacking the arm off.
Yes, so as his hand clasps around Frall's leg, Frall, you see very jumbled visions. Would you roll a perception check for me?
His unconscious body sees more than he does.
Just
Okay.
failing every roll. Look at all my rolls.
I know.
Getting your
This is
ass kicked by the dice
ridiculous.
today. Alright.
At least you didn't fail a roll in which you were given up to one of your highest stats.
That was great. But yeah. Okay. You see horrifying visions of the warp. Very large, colossal-sized demons tearing away at each other. Streams of blood and guts strewn everywhere. Flesh and oddly familiar walls around you. One of the last things that you remember from your period of pre-unconsciousness is the scraping sound of talons. And then you fall into blissful, blissful sleep. Troubled only of nightmares of demons rending you, piece by piece, until you take your final dying breath. While he's doing that, Tybalt, you only have like a staff, don't you?
I have a staff and a knife, but I'm not getting that close with my knife.
Yeah.
I'm fucking beating the shit out of this arm until it...
You keep whacking that arm,
Well, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
So
trying to pry it away.
it's not a prying thing. I am jabbing at the wrist with
Okay.
the end.
Neilus, what are you doing?
Calling to PDF and Sororitas.
Well, since they're already pretty much surrounding the body, they immediately lunge into action. A PDF officer looks at the Sororitas and she nods to him, and he whips out his chainsword, activating it and severing the hand, freeing Thrall from its grasp. Well, freeing it from the body. The hand itself is still wrapped around him. The Sororitas mutter incantations while trying to remove the hand of Colton Bernardin before it can cause Soulflyer to infect Thrall's body. Everything is quite chaotic and a mess as they barely detach the hand before Thrall is infected. They recommend removing his leg, but don't see any signs of taint having crossed Thrall. They request to take him and give him treatment in St. Vero.
Pass.
No, we will take care of him.
They look at you a bit confused, but agree to it. You guys immediately make your way to the Vero docks and requisition a ship back to the... I would assume you're going to the Levine estate.
Yes, and taking him directly to the medical wing.
Yes.
Where you should probably stay the night as well.
Yes, I will be doing that, actually.
Yes, you guys all make it back to the medical wing. Thrall gets put into some intensive care. Neilus, you just kind of hang out there, getting some physical therapy done. Do you have Medicaid or anything?
Working them legs.
Nope, I haven't gotten it because whatever it rolls against, I just know that if I fail by like 10 points or something, they have a chance to lose a limb.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
holding
that's-
off on that.
Yeah.
Good idea.
It's like, you can either heal them for 1 point, or if you fail by 10 points or more, they lose a limb. And if you fail by, if you have 3 degrees of failure, they die. I was like, I think I'll just leave that one to chance.
Yeah.
Thrall, make a willpower roll, and then we will go to break.
What?
Your spirit jams. And you will figure out what happened to Thrall when we come back. Next week on Dragon Ball Z. Alright, guys.